Good morning and welcome to Daybreak Sport on your number one choice of television, Dominion Television. I am Abepo Toluwanimi and we'll be looking straight into action from the local scene, and that is the Gateway Game, the National Sport Festival, which was concluded yesterday, May the 29th. The 22nd National Sport Festival, known as the Gateway Game, concluded yesterday in Ogun State. This edition stood out for its technological advancement, infrastructure development, and emphasis on youth inclusion. And approximately 15,000 athletes from Nigeria 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory participated in the 30th sports edition. And the closing ceremony the closing ceremony happened yesterday right there in Ogun State, and we saw so much advancement, from the youth sport, also, to the technological aspect of the game right there in Ogun State. An amazing scene, from the pictures displayed on the screen. Moving away from that, we're looking at the log table from the Gateway Games, where Team Delta, picked up 122 gold, 85 silver, and 105 bronze in a tally of 322. Also, we have Bayelsa also with 90 gold, 61 silver, and 70 bronze with a tally of 221 in total. Also, we have Team Ogun also lead on third spot with 89, 44 silver, and 77 bronze right there in the Gateway Games 2024. You can see Team Oyo also sitting sixth on the log table with 36 gold, 36 silver, and 49 bronze with a tally of 121. Moving away from that, we have the story from Team Delta. Once again, took on the dominance of the National Sport Festival, clinching the overall title at the 22nd edition, dubbed the Gateway Games, held in Ogun State. The victory marks their 9th overall win, an impressive 5th consecutive triumph in the festival history. The final tally for Team Delta is gold 122, silver 95, and also bronze 105 with a tally of 322. Amazing one for Team Delta. Also, Team Bayelsa secured the second position with 90 gold, 61 silver, and 70 bronze. Since their first title in 2000, Team Delta has been a formidable force in Nigerian sports. So we are saying congratulations to Team Delta for clinching on those medal title right there in Gateway Games, the National Sport Festival. Moving away from that, we have the story from the Shooting Stars coach, that is Benga Ogumbote. The man said the head coach of the Premier Football League side, Shooting Stars, has shared his thoughts on the steps the club needs to take ahead of the upcoming season. Ogumbote, who is entering the final year of the 2 years contract, expressed his disappointment, with his side last season. But he's saying everyone knows I signed the 2-year contract and it's finally entering the last one. And he said we need to assess the entire campaign, identify what went wrong, and put things in place come next season. That's the update coming through from the head coach of the Shooting Stars team. Moving away from that, we got a story from Brown Ideye, who is finally saying his goodbye to Eyimba. The 2013 AFCON winner with the Super Eagles, Brown Ideye, has penned an emotional farewell message to Eyimba FC. Ideye, who joined the People's Elephant during the 2024-2025 season, has parted ways with the Abia Giants. In a farewell message, Ideye appreciated the management, players, and fans of the club for giving him the opportunity to represent the club during the campaign. And he's saying to the chairman, staff, and my teammate and fans of Eyimba FC, thank you for the wonderful journey. It's been an honor to wear the jersey and play for one of the biggest and best clubs in Nigeria and Africa. That's the update coming through from Brown Ideye saying his final goodbye. Moving away from Brown Ideye's story, we are looking at the draw results for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, which is scheduled to take place in Chile from the 27th of September till the October 19, 2025. This tournament marks the 24th edition of the tournament, bringing together 24 national teams from 6 Confederation Sport, and it will be hosted across various cities, including Santiago, Valparaiso, Rancuna, and Tauca, right there in Chile. Also, let me let you know that these are the draw. Group A, we have Chile, we have New Zealand, we have Japan, and we have Egypt. In Group B, we have Korea Republic, we have Ukraine, we have Paraguay, and we have Panama. In Group C, we have Brazil, we have Mexico, we have Morocco, and we have Spain. In Group D, we have Italy, we have Australia, we have Cuba, and we have Argentina. And in Group E, we have USA, we have New Caledonia, we have France, and we have South Africa. And in Group F, that's where our own Flying Eagles are going to be slaughtered. We have Colombia, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Norway, and we have Nigeria. So we are rooting for our own country, Nigeria, to do well right there at the under 20 FIFA World Cup. Moving away from that, we're heading straight down to basketball. An amazing one right there for the New York Knicks. They have tied the game to game at 5. Heading on to a 3-2. Indiana Pacers were supposed to win this game to seal up, their final spot to see how far they can go against the OKC Thunders. But the game ended 94-111, where Jalen Brunson picked up 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 3-pointers right there for Jalen Brunson. An amazing one to tie the game to game 6, going into the NBA playoffs right there. Moving away from that, these are the draws, the Western Conference and also the Eastern Conference, where the New York Knicks also and Indiana Pacers are tied right there in the Eastern Conference of the final. Also, let me let you know that OKC Thunders, knocked out Minnesota Timberwolves 4-1 in the Western Conference, and that's the update coming through. So right now, OKC Thunders are just waiting for the game between Indiana Pacers and New York Knicks to see who they're going to face right there in the final of the NBA. Moving away from the NBA story, we're heading straight down to Roland Garros right there in France, Paris. The third round at Tiafoe against Cardona. They're going to face each other in the third round. Moving away from that, we have Zverev and Kobeli also in the third round of the Roland Garros. Also, we have Paul and Kashanov also in the third round of the Roland Garros. Also, we have Fels and Rublev also in the Roland Garros of the third round. Also, let me let you know that Novak Djokovic also saw at Muset right there at 6-3, 6-2, 7-6 to see himself edge through into the third round of the Roland Garros. Also, Fonseca and Albert also saw 7-6, 7-6, 6-4 right there in the Roland Garros of the French Open. Opening right there. Also, moving away from that, we're heading straight down to the WTA, where Keys and also Butler saw a victory. Keys edged on top 6-1, 6-3 to see herself into the third round of the Roland Garros. Also, Coco Gauff also taking herself through to the next round of the Roland Garros after defeating Valentova 6-2, 6-4 to see herself straight into the next round of the Roland Garros. Moving away from that, we're heading straight down to Tosin Adarabioyo, being included in the team of the season right there in the Conference League. Right there, we have in goal Jurgensen in goal right there for the team of the season. That's the goalkeeper for Chelsea. Also, we have Gosens of Florentina also in goal. Sitting at the left back right there for the team of the season. He plays for Florentina right there in Serie A. Also, we have Nathan of Rio Betis also, having to fill up the back spot right there for the team of the season. We have Tosin Adarabioyo also being included right there for the team of the season. And we have Sabali of Rio Betis also right there sitting for the team of the season. Also, we have Enzo Fernandez also in the box right there, the midfield position for the team of the season. We have Isco of Rio Betis also sitting in the park right there for the team of the season. And we have Sisla also sitting in the park of the midfield right there for the team of the season. The attack position, we have Tomac also for Jurgen, and we have Pululu also sitting in the attack position right there for the team of the season. And also we have Kopama also sitting in pole position, after providing 2 assists right there. The sporting family, that's what I can take this beautiful morning on your darling TV station, Dominion Television. I am Abepo Toluwanimi. Over to you, Pat, Samson, and Ebi in the studio.